Hello and good afternoon, you guys. I am working in the garden today. I actually am just changing out some of the stuff, or just rearranging how I had some plants put in. And what I'm doing is I have this big 20, I think this is a 20-gallon, 25-gallon Smart Pot. Oh, I'm sorry, not, well, you know, a fabric pot, not the Smart Pot brand, so excuse me. This is a fabric pot, and what I'm doing is putting all my eggplants in one pot. And I already had these 3 in here, and these 4 I had in a smaller pot, which is this one right here, this pot right here. And I took it out of that one and just transplanted them into this bigger one here. So now I have all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggplants in here. So I'm gonna see if they are better off together versus, you know, and I just for myself as well, I'm just gonna keep them all together in one spot and not have them take up that little pot, which I plan on doing something else in that little pot. In this particular pot back here, I had garlic, and I took those out because for some reason they're not doing so well. They're kind of, you know, just not nice, you know, they're just like wilty and they're just falling apart, and it's just creating bugs. So I am taking that particular one out, and it's going to be just, you know, I'm going to try to salvage whatever I can. There are some good pieces of garlic in here, so I'm going to try to salvage whatever I can, and the rest I am going to just throw those away. Okay, so what I'm actually ending up doing is not going to be using the smaller pot. I'm just going to have the one big pot. That way I'm not moving these smaller pots around so much. So I'm just dumping this soil into the bigger pot. And I think that would just be better for me. So we have this one big pot of something and more space to plant in versus the small pot. And just because, again, I'm on a patio, so I don't have that huge of a space, and all these little pots are just getting annoying and taking up a lot of space. So I'm just gonna have one big pot, and it just makes my life a lot easier when I'm planting something. So 1 second, I'm gonna set the camera down while I work on this.
Los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón. Solo de la dirección.
Okay, so this particular pot now has the soil that was in the smaller 10-gallon pot. And so I'm going to plant something in here. And these, what I did actually when I fill these pots, I actually used the soil that I had up in the baskets, my hanging baskets. And those had like moisture retaining wood chips and stuff inside when I was mixing the soil and some pebbles. So sorry about the noise, there's construction going on where I am, and obviously right now they decided to come out and work with their loud machinery. But yeah, so the pot had these pebbles, and I just kept them in here. Hopefully they just kind of help like with the aeration. I think that's what it's called, aeration, and having rocks in the soil. Just kind of keeping it like making it look like a natural environment, pretty much. And these wood chips are falling apart, decomposing, which is good, and it's healthy. I guess it's good for the soil, is what I've heard. So I've got a good dose of soil in here, and these soils I have amended them with Trifecta Plus, as well as a lot of good nutrition. So the soil is ready to go for me to plant something in, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's the machinery that I'm talking about, guys, with the big huge stuff, which is where all that noise is coming from. So anyway, back to this video. I just basically transplanted my eggplants into this big 20-gallon pot. So I have all my eggplants in one pot, and I feel like the reason I did that was because of the bug containing these bugs, the little white bugs that are on these leaves, trying to contain them. And when I spray and stuff, it's just contained here and not spread. And I've realized, like when I had it in the smaller pots, that these little bugs were spreading to my other plants, and that wasn't fun for me. I wasn't enjoying that. So I decided just to keep them all in here. If, you know, if for some reason they don't make it or whatever because of the bug situation, then you know, they'll be contained and they won't spread anywhere else.
Esa noche está soñando.